Tonight on CTV News at 5.
And looking for that value from retailers, so they're spending earlier this year.
Spending strategy. Christmas shoppers approach the season with caution.
Today is the 14th annual Souls Harbor Thanksgiving dinner here in Halifax, and this is where it all started.
More than a meal, Souls Harbor serves up Thanksgiving dinner with a side of comfort and kindness.
Both of my kids have moved out. They still come over to see every year what Kevin has done.
Plus, a spectacular spectacle. A Riverview homeowner scares up an impressive house of horrors.
Partly cloudy and cool tonight, except chilly with a risk of frost for New Brunswick.
Live from the Maritimers News Center, this is CTV News at 5.
We got a lot of holidays into that opening, didn't we? Hi there, everybody. Good evening and welcome to CTV News at 5. I'm Maria Penopalis. Thank you for joining us. First at 5 tonight, cautious consumers. Sleigh bells may not be ringing quite yet, but the holiday hustle is on the horizon. With just over 70 days until Christmas, a new study finds Canadian shoppers are poised to be more prudent with their purchases this year. As CTV's Hafsa Arif reports, shoppers are checking their list over and over again before dishing out their hard-earned dollars. Hi there, Hafsa.
Hey, Maria, that's completely right. It may still feel early for holiday shopping, but a new report from Deloitte says many Canadians have already started spending. The firm's annual retail outlook shows spending is up this year, even as many say they're not in a better financial position. The aisles are busier and the checkouts are louder. The annual holiday retail outlook suggests spending is up 2% this year, something few expected given how much tighter wallets have felt.
Partially due to Canadians are being more resilient than we expected, and they're actually shopping, they're in stores, and they're in restaurants spending their money. So that's actually a very good thing for the economy.
It's also because of inflation. The report shows Canadians are being strategic by shopping earlier in the season.
Canadians are more price conscious and looking for that value from retailers, so they're spending earlier this year. And we're expecting that the majority of the spend will be in October and November.
In previous years, shoppers waited until later into December to start purchasing, but that has also changed due to AI.
Questions you're asking to the large language models are getting better, and so the recommendations and the product assortment that you're getting in return from these models is increasing and becoming more compelling for the consumer.
In Atlantic Canada, while the financial household seems to be doing better this year, the study found most believe their finances are worse.
People perceive they are not in as good a position to spend money. There's a little bit more anxiety, a bit more nervousness about their finances and financial resilience, I guess.
I think it's harder. It's harder because the rents are going up higher and higher, and then what are they going to do? They're going to have to cancel something out.
Deloitte's study also found entertainment spending is up 30%.
Definitely Canadians are spending on each other, and they're definitely spending on entertainment, but the non-discretionary spend has gone way down.
Deloitte says the early shopping surge could help retailers recover from last year's slow season, especially as Canadians get creative about stretching every dollar. Maria?
Oh, thank you, Hafsa. CTV's Hafsa Arif for us in the news center. That actually brings us to tonight's web poll. We are asking, do you plan to spend more money during the holiday season this year? These are your options. Yes, I'll be spending more than usual, or no, I'll be spending less than usual. And your final option, I'll be spending about the same amount as usual. Just go to ctvnewsatlantic.ca to weigh in and to see the latest poll results. Jesse Thomas now standing by at the anchor desk. Jesse, I find the earlier I start, the more I spend. I just keep on spending. It's not like I'm done in October.
70 days until Christmas? Is that the
72,
countdown?
I think, is the actual number.
Okay, all right. Thanks, Maria. We are following a developing news story at the top of 6 tonight. One person is in hospital after being shot by police. It happened earlier today in Eastern Passage, Nova Scotia. RCMP say the individual has life-threatening injuries and police are still on the scene. We'll have the latest on that news story at 6. And over in New Brunswick, Premier Susan Holt isn't ruling out retaliation after the country woke up to an additional 10% tariff on softwood lumber. That's on the top of an already existing 35% tariff on the forestry sector. CTV's Laura Brown has more at 6. And you saw some images there, some mailboxes. You may see some Canada Post workers on your doorstep, but not on the regular. Delivery is set to resume, but on a rotational basis over the coming weeks. The union representing Canada Post workers say they've shifted their strike action to rotational strikes. Nearly 55,000 postal workers have been striking across the country since September 25th. We'll have more on that at 6 as well. But for now, let's go over to the CTV Weather Center, where Kalen Mitchell has been keeping his eye on things. How are things looking over there, Kalen?
Well, as you noted, Jesse, this afternoon we actually had some fairly mild temperatures for mid-October around the Maritime region, especially where the sun did peek through a little bit. I did see some of those temperatures climb up towards the high teens right now. As we're headed towards the first part of this evening, most of the temperatures in the region sitting around the mid to high teens. Checking in on the winds, they're variable in direction, but mostly on the lighter side. Sustained between around 5 and 15 kilometers per hour. A little bit higher, a few parts of the Atlantic coastline of Nova Scotia. Weather station at Canso with a sustained wind near 24. Not much in the way going on as far as wind gusts go, one at 28 at Port Hawkesbury. Taking a look at things on radar and satellite, well, we certainly have some cloud cover around, and it's going to be partly cloudy tonight with a low chance of some showers underneath that cloud cover. The highest chance of showers will actually be this evening around northern and western areas of New Brunswick. During the overnight, though, a little bit of clearing expected for that province, and as the cloud cover clears up a little bit, temperatures for New Brunswick are going to be turning a bit chilly. So as far as weather alerts go for the region, it's that province that has some frost advisories in effect. They're in place, you can see, for central and southern areas of New Brunswick as well as into the east of that province. I know it's getting pretty late into the growing season, but if you do have a temperature-sensitive plant still out that you can cover up or bring inside and you're underneath that frost advisory, be a good idea to do so. I'll have more on the forecast coming up just a little bit later on. Maria.
Some good advice there. Thank you, Kalen. We'll see you in just a bit. Right now, though, hundreds came together for a Thanksgiving meal at Souls Harbor Rescue Mission over the weekend. As CTV's Hafsa Arif shows us, the annual tradition is about much more than turkey and trimmings.
Groups of people lined up outside Souls Harbor, and when doors opened, the rush wasn't just for the food, it was for the feeling. The annual Thanksgiving dinner brought together roughly 300 people, both people in need and those simply seeking connection.
Today is the 14th annual Souls Harbor Thanksgiving dinner here in Halifax, and this is where it all started. I think we have 14 volunteers today, and Roberto has been cooking turkeys all week long for this.
The tables inside filled fast, with plates piled with all of the fixings of a traditional Thanksgiving meal, from turkey and stuffing to cranberry sauce and gravy. Everything made with care and plenty to go around.
I think we've seen over the years, really since pandemic times, how groceries have been rising in their cost, as well as just how people are really finding it harder to make ends meet.
For some, it's all about finding comfort during the difficult times. For others, it's all about family and giving thanks.
People should be together at the kind of Thanksgiving. You know, why are you staying home by yourself? And give Thanksgiving for everything in your life.
For many here, the meal is a blessing, especially when rising costs make even the basics hard to afford.
They did a great job. We're very fortunate that we can come to a place like this and have a hot meal. There's a lot of people that can't get a hot meal today. So I think it's just totally awesome.
I've been coming here since 3 years now, and the food's phenomenal. Like, you wouldn't get a restaurant better than this food.
Here, Thanksgiving is more than tradition. Hundreds walked away with full bellies and full hearts. Hafsa Arif, CTV News, Halifax.
Oh, looks like a delicious meal. Thank you for sharing, everyone. We're going to take a break. When we come back, though, read all about it.
It got its start in 2022 when we wanted an opportunity to celebrate with writers the books that they published over the pandemic.
New authors and book lovers came together to celebrate Booktoberfest. We'll start that chapter when we return.
HMCS Sackville is the world's last surviving Second World War corvette. Preserved by the Canadian Naval Memorial Trust, she honors those who served and shares Canada's naval story. Keep the legacy afloat. Visit cnmt.ca.
Welcome back. The 4th annual Booktoberfest took place over the weekend. As CTV's Vanessa Wright shows us, dozens of local authors met, mingled, and promoted their newly released books.
Inside Halifax's Central Library, a buzz was in the air as dozens took part in Booktoberfest.
Booktoberfest puts a spotlight on authors who have published in the last year. It got its start in 2022 when we wanted an opportunity to celebrate with writers the books that they published over the pandemic. All of these writers couldn't have book launches back then, so it started off as that kind of celebration.
Since then, it's blossomed into a place where many more could showcase their work.
My book just came out a few weeks ago, and I thought this was a great opportunity to come out and meet people of the community and promote my book, as well as meet other authors.
This year had more than 60 local authors in attendance.
Well, we have so many wonderful publishers in the Maritimes, including Nimbus, who published both of my last books. And I think this is just a great opportunity for us to get out and make sure that people know who we are and what we're writing about. A lot of us are writing about the Maritimes.
The event also allowed the community to browse new books and meet the creators behind them.
I get to talk to lots of people. Whether they buy or not, it's not really, it doesn't matter, right? They meet you, they talk to you, they know about the book, they go around, they come back, you know, they're assessing you out. But at the end of the day, it's the camaraderie. They are continuously looking to learn about you and your craft.
And organizers say 'tis the season to buy local.
It's a great time to stock up on books now because, you know, cozy fall reading time is just around the corner, as well as the gift-giving season. So if you can support authors and local bookstores by buying local, we really appreciate it.
Vanessa Wright, CTV News, Halifax.
She makes a really good point. You get some good fall reads and also some really good Christmas gifts there. Indeed.
Crisp fall day, a little bit windy out, the leaves rustling, inside with a good book,
oh,
a warm
you
drink.
set the stage, Kaylin.
Sign me up.
After you watch CTV News at 5.
Of course.
6, of course, yeah.
We had a very pleasant fall day in St. John, looking at Queen Square here. I'll have more in the forecast after the break.
Start your morning with us for what you need to start your day. News, weather, and even a little fun. Your Morning Atlantic with Amanda Debison, Crystal Garrett, and Latavia Beezer. Weekdays from 6 to 9 on CTV2 and ctvatlantic.ca.
Halifax's Emira Oval is officially closed for the summer season. Residents were out on Sunday roller skating, biking, and enjoying other activities offered at the outdoor facility. Residents will be invited back in the winter when the Oval reopens as an ice surface for skating. Oh, it's an awesome use of that space, Kaylin. And I have to say, today was such a beautiful day just to spend any time outside into the mid to high teens.
So there's just too many leaves on the oval now. It's just too many leaves for the rollerbladers to get around.
It's a hazard, yeah.
Yeah, it was a very pleasant mid-October day for the Maritimes in general. We're looking out here at Purcell's Cove. Yes, it did start off cool, chilly in the mornings. That's something common for this time of the year, but the afternoon temperatures were pretty seasonable, and in some cases a couple degrees above. We do have some changes in our forecast over the next couple of days. It is clouding over a little bit more. We're going to get to a chance of some scattered showers in the Maritimes, not the sort of widespread significant rainfall that we need, but some scattered showers expected to be around over the next couple of days. Barometric pressure right now, it's about middle of the road. We're looking at cloudy periods for this evening, a little bit of partial clearing tonight in New Brunswick. As that happens, that province gets a little bit on the chilly side, and that's why there's frost advisories that have been issued there. We have a strong low pressure system that was basically stalled out just off the eastern seaboard of the United States through the Thanksgiving long weekend forecast. Did bring parts of the eastern U.S. some severe weather, but it was mostly held to the south of us here in the Maritimes. We did see a little bit of cloud cover from it. Could have used some of the rain from it, but we didn't get that, unfortunately. Taking a look at things on radar. Now, speaking of some rain, this evening it does look like there is a band of some showers working into northern and western areas of New Brunswick. So some parts of the Maritimes, at least for the first part tonight, likely to see a little bit of shower activity, mostly for New Brunswick, but a lower chance as well for Prince Edward Island and Nova Scotia. Slightly higher in the southwest of Nova Scotia, where you can see some very light returns on radar. As we take a look at things on our forecast timeline then for cloud cover and precipitation, as we move towards and after midnight, that's when some of that cloud cover is expected to clear up through parts of New Brunswick, and that's when some of their low temperatures could fall or dip down towards the low to mid single digits. Cloudiness kind of lingers though tonight for both Prince Edward Island and Nova Scotia. Scotia. And you can see very early tomorrow morning, there's that low chance of maybe a couple spotty showers around eastern areas of Nova Scotia to start the day. Otherwise, as we move into Wednesday afternoon, the highest chance of showers will be in New Brunswick once again. Some scattered showers developing along with some increasing cloudiness. A mix of sun and cloud for Prince Edward Island and for Nova Scotia. Now, late Wednesday afternoon and Wednesday evening, there'll be a chance of a few of those showers getting into Prince Edward Island, especially into the west of that province, as well as northern areas of Nova Scotia, especially Cumberland County. Now, taking a look at winds in the forecast for tomorrow across the region, they'll be out of the north and northwest. They'll be sustained 10 to 20 kilometers per hour with a few gusts between 20 and 40, so on the breezy side. Low temperatures in the forecast for tonight for both Prince Edward Island and Nova Scotia, around the mid to high single digits, except a few parts of the Atlantic coastline of Nova Scotia. It'll be close to 10 degrees. That includes Lunenburg. And then a little bit cooler for New Brunswick with low temperatures between 1 and 5. Highs in the forecast for tomorrow in the north of New Brunswick between 9 and 12 degrees, for the remainder of the province between 12 and 15. Right around the mid-teens for Prince Edward Island, and most of the high temperatures tomorrow for Nova Scotia, 15 to 18 degrees. That's very similar to what we had today in the region. All right, let's take a look at our weather watcher for tonight. And tonight's weather watcher is coming in from Zachary. And Zachary has sent us a drawing of something that we know we need much more of here in the Maritimes, and that is a rainy day. Thank you, Zachary. And if you'd like to be one of our weather watchers, they can come into CTV Weather Watchers, P.O. Box 1653, Halifax, Nova Scotia, B3J2Z4, or you can email me at kaylin.mitchell@bellmedia.ca. Maria.
Thank you, Kaylin. So the Home Hardware Canadian Curling Pre-Trials take place later this month. CTV's Jamie Morrison visited the Wolfville Curling Club as they prepare to host the big event.
I'm Joe Price. I'm president of the Wolfville Curling Club and co-chair of the host committee for the Home Hardware Pre-Trials at Acadia, starting on October 20th to the 26th, and we're here at my home club in Wolfville, Nova Scotia, the Wolfville Curling Center. And today we have Team Purcell, Team Nova Scotia with us, and a group of youth curlers from all the way from Windsor to Berwick.
The last time that I've played at this club, I was probably around 12 or 13 years old. So it's really cool to finally be back and see all the awesome renovations that they have here, and be able to be back out on the ice shed again is really special. And it kind of feels like a full circle moment, kind of, because the last time I played here I was around 12 or 13, and to be able to be out here and work with these kids that are super passionate about the game like I was when I was their age, it feels really special.
This is significant because the path to the Olympics next year in Italy comes through Nova Scotia. The trial spiel is in November in Halifax, where 7 teams have already qualified. This is to qualify the final 2 teams, 1 men's team and 1 women's team, for the trials in Halifax. And one of those teams will eventually represent Canada at the Olympics.
I'm more excited just to kind of take everything in and get to be the hometown team and get to experience having the whole province behind us. I think it's going to be an amazing experience.
We just look forward to hosting people from all across Nova Scotia, all across Canada, to show them our hospitality here in the Valley. For people who are looking how to get tickets for the event, they are available on the Events Acadia website.
Come on out and watch the pre-trials. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be fun.
Great opportunity to see some high-level curling. Thank you for sharing, you guys. All right, time for our final break here on CTV News at 5. When we come back, ghouls just want to have fun.
I get people will walk down the street on the 30th of September wanting to know, when does it go up? We can't wait.
A Riverview homeowner has turned his yard into a scream. The to die for details are next.
Mornings with Aaron and Peter.
What is the unofficial landmark in your community? Tomorrow at 7.
And we give away $20,000 with Moves Dream Big just after 8.
Welcome back. So it's still a few weeks away, but one New Brunswick man is already in the Halloween spirit and scaring up attention. CTV's Derek Haggett has the horrifying details.
It seems like every neighborhood has that one house where the owner goes all out with the Halloween spirit every year. On Ashburn Avenue in Riverview, that home belongs to Kevin Whitaker. For almost 20 years, he's been scaring kids and some grown-ups with this horrific collection of the dead and undead.
At times it can be a lot of work. Putting it out takes a lot of time, takes pretty near 2 days. But building it is fun. I enjoy it. It kind of gives me peace.
There's everything from a graveyard, an interactive tunnel, zombies, a creature spewing radioactive waste, and the devil himself watches over it all. It's all made by hand.
That's kind of the biggest thing for me, to see his excitement out of it, for people to come by and they're excited to see it up, and it kind of gives him joy.
I get people will walk down the street at, on the 30th of September wanting to know, when does it go up? We can't wait. And then I see them every day for the rest of the month.
The neighbors, well, they love it too.
When Kevin started doing this, our kids loved it. They still come, both my kids are moved out, they still come over to see every year what Kevin has done.
What about the younger trick-or-treaters?
It depends. Some of them, they're quite scared. They don't even really want to come up the driveway.
Whitaker says he's getting a bit old to do this year after year, but he'll keep bringing the decorations out as long as his family pitches in, gives him a little bit of help. Derek Haggett, CTV News, Riverview, New Brunswick.
It's worth all the effort. My favorite is the power puking zombie.
The trash can. That's what happens if you eat too much candy Halloween
That's
night.
right. Yeah, exactly.
It is a spooktacular display for sure. I don't know. I'd be a little bit hesitant approaching it dark on Halloween night. I'd be pushing Locke ahead of me. Like, you just go ahead, son. I'll follow
However,
you.
Is it a nice night to go see it tonight? I would say yes.
Yeah, it's pretty decent. Yep, cloudy periods tonight. Chance of a few showers for a couple of areas in the Maritimes. And that's the way things are going to go over the next couple of days. So I'm going to recap that. I want to back the forecast, CTV News at 6.
We'll see you and Jesse at 6. I'll see you tomorrow. The national news is next. Thanks for watching.